What's going on, Cancer? And welcome to the Chariot Friends. Justin here, and I hope you're feeling fantastic today. So, for those of you who are returning, oh, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your subscriptions, your likes and shares. Your support really is just gives me so that I get a little tongue tied there, Cancer, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy how yourself has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey. So the purpose of this channel, for those of you who have Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, maybe even Mercury, Cancer, this one's for you. And I do tarot card spreads based off our ruler here, the good old Moon. And I'll talk about what sign she's in, what phase she's in, when she's going void, of course, just all of those lunar shenanigans. I just had Cancer, I think I'm going to get a sign that says do not disturb, void, of course, something on the door there between this hour and this. That'd be great, Cancer. And, okay, we discussed lunar shenanigans and Cancer. Just so y'all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you. Leave some of the shenanigans with me. Never force a reading on the situation, and everything will be dope, Cancer. Now, let's jump into it. Feeling pumped there, Cancer, because your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Cancer. And no wonder it's great energy. Cancer is Mars Day. Mars rules over Tuesdays. Yeah, he's a planet of action. This is a day of action, Cancer. And you know what? It's day of action till about 8:03 p.m. there, Cancer, because then the moon is going to go void, of course. And she'll be moving from... Oh, all right, I'm with that, Cancer. The moon's ready to move, but it's just enough of this banter. But the moon will move. Will be moving from at about 8:03 p.m. Eastern time, and will be void, of course, until Wednesday, the 29th, until about 1:53 a.m. So we're looking at about 5-hour, 50-minute void, of course, there, moving from Gemini into her home sign of Cancer, but with this moon still being in Gemini for the day. Oh, wait, no, first, before we talk about Gemini, this void of course energy. This happens when, Cancer, the moon forms her last aspect or major aspect with the planet and then just kind of detaches and just sort of wanders about where she's wandering to. We're gonna keep eyes on the moon there, Cancer. But this is a great energy because there's no energy, Cancer, this is great for just doing some meditation, recharging your batteries. We take on a lot of energies all the time with how sensitive we are in general and just to the energies there, Cancer, because we're not just an overly emotional sign just to feel that, just to be that way and that's it. There is a purpose to that, to learn these different emotions and, to learn how they translate with others. And that can be a lot to take on. Just how we interpret it, how they're interpreting that. And, it's just a lot that can be happening. So something to pay attention to is just making sure that we're doing some sort of like cleansing baths in between, or maybe doing some meditation, maybe lighting some incense, maybe doing some sound bathing, or something to just get you in that centered space to kind of find that oneness again and come to your peace of mind there, Cancer, just so you're not just holding on to things that may not even be yours, because I feel like it's really hard to, when you do start feeling things and get attached to different emotions and you can't place why that's going down, but really it's just a lot of it can be just the environment that you're around there, Cancer. So void quartz is great for that. But also, you may notice that your plans may be subject to unexpected changes and that people are less likely to make decisions during this period of time, Cancer. So something to notice as well. And then with the moon in Gemini, Cancer, this is a very clever, witty placement for the moon. Great place for you to get out and socialize, talk with friends, family, maybe even just meet a new group of people there, Cancer. Gemini energy is one that is always curious, and I feel like invites us to engage in that childlike curiosity to want to learn all the things about everything. And one thing with Gemini, this energy is being mindful of being split all over the place, and being having to want to jump into multiple things, because my moon's in Gemini Cancer, and I'll tell you what, there's sometimes when I'm doing like my astrology notes, I'll be over here and then jump to here, and then that cool thing will lead me there, and then I've started off looking up Gemini energy, and now we're at void of course in Taurus. Who knows what happened, but just something to keep mindful of. Maybe keep a pen by your, Cancer, if you get some new ideas, find yourself being very prolific. This is a great energy for travel as well there, Cancer, getting to know you're like a Gemini in Sagittarius, their opposite sign. Gemini deals with that sort of like close proximity travel, your neighborhood, maybe like your city, your block, things like that. Whereas Sagittarius is that more sort of like going from like state to state, or even like from continent to continent, something like those, the really expansive type of energy. So beginning to, can be an energy of like, neighborhoods, things along those lines, getting to know the people you're around, strengthening your social life. But yeah, really cool energy when the moon is in Gemini. You may feel too that you want to communicate your feelings a lot more there, Cancer. That's another thing too, I feel, with Gemini energy, that's something to be mindful of there. But Cancer, then we're in this full moon energy. And right now, we've just gotten out of the peak of this full moon, not from Sunday. I want to say Sunday was when she hit her peak fullness. But so now we're in sort of like the waning fullness of this moon. And now we're in that release. We had that celebration and things, appreciation, manifestation, learning some new insights, doing that psychic inner development there. But now we're taking these energies and what things didn't maybe quite go so right. What were some things that we could have done better? What were some challenges along the way? Did something new manifest or come to our attention while working on this thing? And just starting to get that wheel sort of turning into what you want to get started up next lunar cycle. We're not starting on anything yet. We're still getting this one thing solidified, but just paying attention to how that raising your vibration brings about new things to work on in brings them new things to work up, but not letting that be a disheartening energy for you there, Cancer, as well. Because sometimes I feel we can think that, oh, I just tackled this one thing, I was feeling good about this, and now there's another thing that I need to face. And yeah, that's great, because that keeps the journey going. That keeps you constantly growing and constantly evolving, and it's expanding. And I feel like that's important, especially the season that we're in right now, Cancer being in Sag season. But just something to think about there with that full moon energy. And then last little bit, these readings that I do, they're not gender specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations. And then the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested, Cancer. But also down below some links for some other readers that I like watching, so go show them some love there, Cancer. They're a very intuitive group, I love watching their readings, and they usually take something, give something, a new insight, whatever that is, Cancer. And also too, of speaking of insights and astrological things, I put a link for an astrologer as well there, Cancer, so definitely check out her and her team have some great information that they bring along as well. But let's go ahead and get into your general energy of the day, Cancer. And I like this because you got the dreaming card here. And this is a card of curious messages, which Gemini is all about being curious, Cancer, and endless possibilities. And so I feel with this card, Cancer, that there is again that need to be curious with this Gemini energy and this card. It's paying attention to being curious about different signs. Let's say you've been wanting to start a new, I don't know, maybe travel to a new country, and then you find this course that's offering the language that you want to learn at a great deal, and it's just like or you happen to think about this thing and you happen to look up at the clock and it's like 11:11, or some sort of synchronicity. I was doing Aquarius video for last week's, and I normally have my phone off. I have it on do not disturb and all of that, but for somehow I forgot to do it that specific instance, and I got a message, and I was talking about synchronicities, and I got a message from someone at 15:15 because I keep my phone in military time. And I was just like, paying attention to those type of instances, Cancer, because they're not coincidences. And there are endless possibilities that I feel that this realm really has to offer. Is just that some of the magic I feel has been taken out of that, has been geared towards this grind and this hustle, and it's taken out that curious aspect of things because we're so focused. Our energies are elsewhere on limited possibilities. And I feel this is asking you to really think a little more expansively there, Cancer. Allow your imagination to blossom, because Gemini is a very imaginative sign as well, because they deal with like early education, like childhood education. So to have that youthful, curious mind when you're a kid, you want to know everything about anything, and there's nothing that you can't do when you're a child. You say you want to fly, I mean, like literally fly, you want to lift things with your mind, you want to be a superhero. Why not, Cancer? But I do feel that this dreaming energy is not allowing yourself to I feel like to think with more fullness with this being in the moon, and realizing your fullest potential in the dreams that you can manifest, and just being curious about these signs that lead you to that, and never stop wanting to grow. And I feel like that curiosity is what keeps the mind young there, Cancer, keeps this vessel young, and just keeps the door opening there. But absolutely, Knight of Wands all day, Cancer. Let's just keep that energy going. Just go. Oh, hold on, Cancer. Let's get this card. So we got the Tower following us now. With it. Ooh, 10 of Coins following you around, Cancer. Let's see. All right, Cancer. So you have, thank you. You have the Knight of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Two of Coins, the 10 of Coins, and then the Tower here, Cancer. And I feel with this energy, Cancer, I feel with this, that was just kind of, this wildfire is doing a lot. And I feel like that's one thing to be mindful with this Gemini energy, is that sometimes I feel like where it is good to have those dreaming energies, Cancer, to be inspired to see all the possibilities, is not to get lost in that, to not get inundated by these endless things that you can take this journey. You want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, you want to be a botanist, you want to be a optometrist, you want to be in I got all the gardener. I got all the occupations here, Cancer. It's endless. But I do feel like it's not letting that run out of control. We want to pursue things, I feel, with passion, with drive, with curiosity, but we want this energy to be focused, I feel, with this, because that's the trickiness with Gemini energy, is that you can get so lost in all of the little details in building things up towards this foundation, this legacy, this dream, that we can stay just stuck in kind of superfluous things. And I feel the Tower is asking you to take those dreams and dreaming energies. So it's very Saturn and Pisces where we're at right now. And Saturn is just starting to go direct. I still want to say he's at the 0-degree Cancer. So he's going to be forming aspects with our signs for the next 3 years. It's very disciplined energy, authoritarian time energy that comes through. But the nice thing is that he's forming trines with our signs. So that gets things moving, removes obstacles, make things a lot easier. But I do feel with this too, Cancer, that I'm feeling this energy really too of burnout with the Five of Wands there, and just like taking the time in order to prevent that from happening, Cancer, to be patient with a certain dream, and to really start nurturing things into existence. I feel there's this almost like that Mars, because I was thinking there's like this Aries energy that's coming through there, where they're great initiators, but that's just like that, sometimes that follow through can be a little weak sometimes. And so that's where I feel like we just don't want to just be starting up a bunch of things there, Cancer, and just like, ooh, 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 shiny things. You know, how they have these crows get distracted by shiny things. You know, we want to have something that's just a little more that has that longevity, Cancer. So, hmm. And I feel a nice thing with Cancerian energy is if a good indicator of whether something, you know, when we think about this endless possibilities, and if we're not sure where our heart is guiding us, just pay attention to where you really put your focus, Cancer. If you're really excited about something, I feel like you can tell when a Cancerian's excited, because then they really, like, I feel like we really do nurture something to existence. But when we can't be bothered, or if it's just a burden or anything like that, we're just gonna, you can tell what when we give it our care and when we don't, Cancer. So I feel like let that be an indicator too, that if you don't feel that instinctual nurturing energy for this project, this dream, whatever, then there's no need to take that, to feel like channel that curious energy elsewhere there. And again, just to kind of get a more focused energy, more focused scope. But let's get some more tarot on this. And I feel when things start to align there, Cancer, you start getting more and more messages, more and more synchronicities, and you start learning these signs from source. You know, because the Tower can be like a shock to the crown chakra. It's like getting that divine message, but interesting, Cancer. Thank you. All right, Cancer, you're getting a lot of fives here. You got three of the fives. So you have the Five of Cups, the Five of Swords, the Seven of Coins, the Eight of Swords, and then the Hanged Man here, Cancer. And I feel with this energy here, I'm sorry. That's interesting. I feel with this Eight of Swords, Cancer, that there's this world to see, that there's a need to broaden how we may be viewing things. Like, because the Eight of Swords can be like this energy of being trapped in your head and not seeing your scope, and getting because the fives deal with conflict, and the fact that you got three-fourths of them, you know, I feel there can be, I almost feel with this, like when we have these different challenges that come our way, these fires, these tornadoes, these floods, metaphorically speaking, that come into being when we're investing in our dreams. I feel that can keep us where we're stuck, or where we feel trapped, or we start to doubt ourselves, like, oh, is this really something that I'm meant to invest in? And I feel it's when that doubt starts coming in, Cancer, that, you know, that's when the vibration gets settled off there. We get into this emotional upheaval. But I feel there's this thing with the Hanged Man of looking at your dream from a different perspective when you're in crisis. Remembering that, let that be your the thing that guides you out of these potential hurdles that go through there, and not to, because I feel like when these things happen, they're just trying to redirect your energies in a slightly different direction. It's like we were on track here, but now we need to do X in order to get over this thing and to recover from this. Let me get a little bit more with that. Let me get a little bit more with the Hanged Man energy there, Cancer. I hope that made sense, but. Thank you. Alright, Cancer. So the Hanged Man is clarified by the Ten of Wands and then the King of Coins. And I feel with the Ten of Wands here, Cancer, that be careful, I feel, with. I almost feel like when it's. Because everyone's perspective of like a dream and of what abundance looks like is so vastly different. And I feel that there's this pressure here that we're trying to achieve a certain dream based off of what other people are doing. You know, we hear like these sort of like these like kind of self-made millionaires or these like sort of sensations and things, and we feel that we want, and it almost feels like that you may be kind of caught up in that, Cancer, like wanting to have that piece of the pie as well. But it's just like, is that really your calling? Does that really something that really sparks your curiosity, or are we just kind of doing like a copy paste type of thing and not wanting to really take on? It's almost like, look at this, Cancer, it's almost as these dragons are like all competing to do the same thing, and they're all on top of each other. And I feel there's this strength here with this King of Coins, this grounded energy that's coming here with. It's I almost even feel like you, Cancer, are this sort of like these how these natural disasters are coming through. I almost feel like you're this force of nature. Not what you thought I was gonna say. You're a natural disaster, Cancer. No, you're this force of nature that's coming through here, and I feel like that's like it starts to, the energy starts to increase when you are pursuing your dreams, and that these conflicts here, these challenges are meant for you to push those times where our energies are feeling low, when we're feeling caught up in our heads, and we're feeling that emotional security. Because the fact that the Five of Coins isn't here, I feel like it's like you have the resources in order to accomplish these dreams. Yeah, the King of Coins just popped up there, but now it's just pushing through those challenges, if that makes sense. And but I do feel too, this last thing with this energy, Cancer, is a little mix here, and I hope this is not, you'll take what resonates with you. But there is even this thing of, if you keep doing something, and I feel like if we keep just meeting like forest fires and tornadoes and flash floods, that there may even this, and may even be this thing of letting something go in order to let something new come in, that like a certain chapter has served its purpose, has contributed to this Ten of Coins in the long run. We may have thought we were building it off this thing, but really this platform was meant for you to push you to here. King of Coins thought he was going to be building towers, but now he's fighting fires. You know, something happened where his tower burned down, and now he felt, like the journey takes you on weird places there, and it's like, it's not to say that you're not going to get what you dreamed there, Cancer, but I feel like it's not limiting or even like pigeonholing yourself into one sort of dream there. There might be these skills, we're playing in like a grander scheme of things. I hope that makes sense, Cancer. But let's get some advice from Mercury. Let's see what's going on with this. And pay attention, every time like any sort of dreaming energy comes up, pay attention to your dreams there, Cancer. If you notice any sort of recurring themes, or any sort of, like, if you have like very vivid dreams and a certain thing sticks out, analyzing that, sitting with that, writing some things down, that, and just, yeah, just seeing if anything resonates. If it doesn't resonate now, maybe it'll something as a sign for something later, an indicator that, we're about to come into some Empress energy for with that, Cancer. Let's see, hold on, gotta get another card. Just want to come out of here. Alright, Cancer. So last little bit here, and look at that, you got the Nine of Cups, the Eight of The Nine of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Empress here, Cancer. And let's switch back over because I like when the King of Coins and the Empress pops up here because that's I feel like those are very grounded, very abundant energies that are coming, Cancer. This I feel is a mind that has a lot to offer here. Like I feel like again, don't limit yourself on your dreams of Cancer. What are some things that you wish that you want to bring into being? Maybe you want to Cancer, maybe you want to maybe have your own garden, maybe you want to be more well traveled, maybe you want to learn more about animals, maybe you want to maybe you want to be able to hang up upside down in a tree, Cancer. We're just spitballing here, but I do feel that there's this that for I do feel that there is this opportunity here for you to get recognized there, Empress, with the Six of Wands for the work that you do put into your dreams there, Cancer. And I feel even with this Eight of Wands for some that there may be an opportunity to get into some sort of collaborative projects, whatever that may be looking like, in order to help kind of expedite things. Maybe you look at these lizards having a jam session. Maybe you're doing something with instruments there, Cancer. Maybe you're doing something with like this art, or. But I even feel too. Because that's interesting, the Eight of Cups, that's Saturn and Pisces. But I feel for some that there may even be, there's this revisiting energy that's coming here with the Eight of Cups of looking at maybe something that we left behind, maybe even that we might have abandoned, a wish in the past that we couldn't bring to fruition, and just exploring that, and maybe it just needing to channel itself through a different medium. Maybe you're a creative type, you wanted to do singing, but turns out you may be better, your energies or your skills are better suited for doing the instrumental part of it, or maybe even doing like producing, or maybe even, or who knows, Cancer. But I feel like for some it's like because we couldn't do it a certain way that we completely just gave up on a dream here or something. And because I remember talking with someone who there was this a teacher, and there was this person who wanted to be on the tennis team, but they didn't quite make the team, and but they really wanted to be a part of it, and still that was a big passion of theirs. And so instead of being the actual playing, they joined like a management part of the team to kind of help out. To You're still amongst the energies. It's not quite as what you had thought it was going to be, but you can still be in that dream in a different capacity, playing a different part, and still finding that energy of fulfillment. And so that's even something I feel like kind of coming through there, Cancer. But I think I'm going to leave that there. Something to, like, a lot to kind of think about here with this dreaming energy, because there's a lot. Like, we've been, hmm. But if anything resonated with you, Cancer, if you like that, give it a thumbs up. And share this, Cancer, because I feel like this is a great one for. There's like and that's interesting. That curious messages keeps looking at me, and it's like this. I feel like there are certain signs that are like telling you to do this thing, like you mentioned, oh, I'll do this, if I happen to, and be intentional with that, Cancer. That might be something too, like, when you're looking for a sign for something, be very specific as far as what you're looking for a sign for. And that I feel like those messages can pop up for you. Like, I remember listening to a reader talking about this once, where they had mentioned looking for like a bee, saying like a fly or a bird perched in a or bird bathing in a one of those baths, and they were talking, and then bam, this bird happened, and just happened to be like a sign, like, okay, this is where your energies are needing to go. Or just different synchronicities there, Cancer, that are maybe signaling you to go towards something. Pay attention to where your thoughts are at when you notice those things too, Cancer. And then subscribe there, you King of Coins. Hit that bell button, get notified when I have these videos each day. And then last bit, Cancer, for your readings, check your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sun, Empress signs, your Venus signs. But just check your chart there, Cancer. Where's your Neptune at? Hanged Man. Where's your Mars at? The Tower. And then come on over and check out my other channel, Alchemist 8. I do monthly. For you, Cancer, I only do monthly and yearly videos on there just because I do this. Got this whole special channel there for you, Cancer. But there's still some old weekly ones on there, Cancer. If you just happen, well, maybe one resonate with you, you want to check it out. But yeah, I do all those things, Cancer. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here, so I can get you out of here. And Big Papa's been following us around here. Cancer, you got the Wheel of Fortune. That's a great, great problem to have. And I do feel that this Wheel of Fortune here is it's giving me that there's this destiny calling, that you do have this endless possibilities, this limitless, like there was an energy that you had this limitless potential to tap into, Cancer. So now it's time to take upon this and expand and to grow now that we're in Sagittarius. So you take this Empress energy that you're bringing. Abundance all over the place there, Cancer. See things from a different perspective with the Hanged Man and trying your dreams from a different angle. I feel like even for some, it's like your time to even shine here with the Six of Wands, coming into this energy of recognition. And I dig that, Cancer. Let's get your other oracle cards so I can get you out of here. Nice, absolutely. So, Cancer, look at you, so confident. You got the confidence card here, and this is a card of take up space, love yourself, be you, and you are worthy. And absolutely, Cancer, your dreams has a place in this piece. You know, Ten of Coins is what we want to leave on this world. You know, how do we raise this vibration higher than when we came into this, higher than when we came in here, Cancer? How are you taking up space? You know, what are you leaving that space in? Are you feeling it with love? You know, do you love what you're doing? And this, I feel like, is really, because look, the Empress is being totally herself. She's being fabulous while she's working in the garden. She doesn't let no burdens or anything get her down. She's just being her authentic self all the way there. King of Coins, standing there confident in his burrow with his pimp suit. All the King of Pentacles are dressed so fly. And I feel that it is remembering that your dreams are worthy and that you are, even when you think about, like, let's say, for example, a musician, there are however many songs that have been created, and we could think like, oh, well, my song doesn't matter. Of course it does, because you haven't played it yet. There's a side of us there's a side that the universe hasn't expressed yet. So allow that expression to come through their, Cancer, and do that with confidence, that fire energy. Ace of Wands, just bam. I'm with it, Cancer, so I think I'm gonna leave that there. Oh yeah, let me leave it there, Cancer. This is getting long. We're dreaming big, we're dreaming long, so I think I'll wrap that up. But you stay safe out there, Cancer, with these big dreams and this confident energy. You know, manifest whatever you feel like. Because I mean, Wheel of Fortune, King of Coins, Empress, that's a lot. 10 of Coins, that's a lot of abundance there, Cancer. A lot of energy to share. Keep eyes on the moon there, Cancer. You're at your fullest. We're in the fullest energy, Cancer. You're full of manifesting, and we were just manifesting yesterday. So now it's taking that dream and been getting it out there. The universe wants you to get cooking things up, Cancer. I can resonate with that too, but we're gonna get there, Cancer, and I will catch you on the next one. Oh, and how fun! Oh, Cancer. Sidebar, I just had realized that it's Mars popped up during Mars Day. Isn't that fantastic? Sync it up with the energies. I'll catch you later.